I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You broke
my back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Reasons, aka Reasons Unknown, bringing you some Safeguard on the Map Knockout. And today we're going to be using that VMP with the Varix sight. Also, we got extended mags and fast mags on VMP. No need to run grip if you run in the Varix, because the Varix at a 1x zoom pretty much takes away the recoil out of the gun. Now, if it's taking away some of it or all of it, honestly, I don't know. I just know when you put this sight on, your gun becomes laser damn near. So take that point that you would normally use for grip on the VMP and put it towards something else that could help you with your gameplay. Now in this gameplay, I think I ended up with like 84 kills or something like that. I pretty much had to carry a team. My back hurts. And right here I'm just like, yo, where's my teammate? Come help me escort this robot.
Help me! Help me! Nigga! Help me!
Now my team's coming to help me out. So right here we get this guy because he couldn't see us around the barrel. Then we just go in, knock out some dudes. Here come my teammates. One thing, watch what they do. Do not run in if you see stuff blowing up around you.
Alright, alright, alright. You gonna learn today.
See, and that was just a mistake on their part, you know. And then I had to go in, you know, I clean up these last two guys and escort the robot in. But that's a common mistake that a lot of people make in this game. They tend to run to the danger when they see it on the map. I see rockets being shot, I see explosions, I see grenades blowing up, I see too many red dots in areas. Sometimes I'll avoid it. And you'll see even in this video, you know, sometimes I run to them too. Sometimes it's just a natural instinct, but then a lot of times you got to read the map. You got to know what your teammates doing. You got to know what the enemy's doing, where they're spawning at. You got to know this stuff if you want to do good in this game, because the thing with Black Ops, well, Call of Duty in general, is that if you can learn the spawn points, then you can control the map. Because if you know where your enemy is going to spawn based off of where you're at and where your teammates at, then you pretty much got to jump, because you can automatically go to the spots and set up and wait for them. Now, I didn't know this when I first started playing, and you know, I think I said in one of my other videos that my KD was like a 0.5 when I first started playing the game. And this was like the first 3 months that the game was out. I was horrible. And then, you know, I like to see what other people are doing that's working for them, and then I try to incorporate that into my gameplay to help me. And the person that I watched that, you know, helped me when it came to, you know, learning about spawn points and all that stuff was Exclusive Ace. He does videos that pretty much shows you all the spawn points on the maps, so that way you can kind of, you know, cater your game around that, and you'll learn where the enemy team is going to be spawning at based off where you're at, so you can anticipate it better. That way, you know, you're getting less deaths, you're getting more kills, and then after that, I mean, you take what you see in the video, you add it to yours, or take whatever you can, whatever you feel like works for you, and then you use it. And in the end, you should become a better player. Now, the number one thing that you can do to make your game better is just playing the game. That's one thing a lot of people tend to forget, is that you don't just get good in anything when you first start. You don't start out good, and you don't get good overnight neither. You gotta play and play. The more you play, the better you'll get, and that's something I've learned over the time. And as you can see, I think right now I'm at Prestige 9. This video was I recorded this video probably like maybe 2 weeks ago. I think it probably was a little bit longer than that, but I had forgot I had it, so I figured I'd just schedule it to upload. But anyway, you know, I've been playing for a while now. I'm now level, I think like level 30 or 40 something on Prestige 9. So I got a little bit of gameplay under my belt. I've gotten a lot better. My KD is at a 2.3 now. So, and all the stuff that I'm gonna tell you guys has helped me throughout, you know, this whole Black Ops 3 phase that I've been playing. Couple things that I've added to my game that helped me, I would probably say would be my scuff controller. Probably helped me maybe the most, but no, not as much as people would think. Yes, the scuff controller allows you to jump and shoot and do all types of stuff that you can't do with a regular controller. But at the same time, do you need it? No, because I started putting up pretty good gameplays before I even got my scuff. Matter of fact, when I first got my scuff, I didn't even like it. It felt weird playing with it. It's like you gotta figure out, you gotta relearn, you know, your finger mashing to learn to push the buttons under the bottom while you're pushing the buttons on the top of the keypad, the jump and shoot at the same. It's a whole bunch of stuff that you just don't learn overnight. You have to play with your scuff controller to get good with it. Now, those things aren't necessary. They're more of wants. And for me, if you can afford it, I think you should add it to your game, because anything that's gonna help your game will help your game play overall. It will actually help your experience within the game. So, you know, having a pretty good headset, having a good controller, scuffs, getting control freaks, buying a monitor. If you don't, in this day and age, if you still playing on TV, you missing out. I'm just gonna say, you can get the cheapest monitor and it's an upgrade from playing on a normal TV, because the input lag on normal TVs are horrible. And I learned that a long time ago, because I used to play on the biggest TVs I could find, and it wasn't until I actually got a monitor that I realized, like, yo, I've been missing out. So if you can afford them things, I say get them. The other thing is, always go back and watch your gameplays and learn, you know, what you did wrong. Look at how you died and figure out what you can do to avoid that death, what you could have did, because you're gonna always come across that situation again. So, and right here, you about to see your boy pick up a 6-piece, a smooth 6-piece. Watch this.
No. No. She wasn't ready.
Just ran through him. I love those situations like that. That's one thing about, you know, objective-based game modes, because you get a lot of enemies grouped up in a small spot, and if you catch them off guard, you can pretty much, you know, you're guaranteed to fill up the kill feed at that point. Look, see right here, I did the same thing that my teammates did earlier. Saw stuff blowing up and I ran in. Like I said, even the best players on their best days do stuff like this. It's just, you know, common sense mistakes. Right here, I shouldn't have jumped through that window. I should have just went around the back, and I could have picked up probably like 4 or 5 more kills easily, because they were all paying attention through the to the entranceway where the robot was coming from. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was the matchmaking in Black Ops. And the reason I bring up matchmaking is because if you watch this gameplay, you can tell that the teams weren't really balanced per se. Now, how they do balancing, I'm not sure. My theory is that in certain game modes, it goes off your score per minute. Because if you look at the lobby leaderboards before the match, a lot of times it'll show, you know, if the top 2 players from score per minute are not in a party together, they'll get put on opposite teams. So I'm thinking that they kind of try to split it up based off of that. But if you've been playing this game long enough, you know that score per minute is not a good way to determine teams, because a lot of people's score per minute are really low compared to what they really get. Like even for me, I think my score per minute is like a 320 something, you know. And now because of the fact that I've gotten better, and because my gameplay has changed and evolved over the course of Black Ops 3, my score per minute in a game usually is at least, you know, 360, 370. And the majority of the time it's higher than that. It's usually like 4 something, you know, because it all depends on how you play. And the longer you've been playing this game, the more gameplays you have under your belt, the harder it is for you to raise your stats, for you to raise your score per minute, for you to raise your KD. Hey, I can sit down and play the game for, let's say, 4 hours, and I can pretty much get my KD or get above it, and my score per KD will only go up like a 0.1 or not 0.1, 0.01, so 1/10. It'll go up 1/10 pretty much. So it's hard to get your stats up at this point. So looking into stats too much, especially for people who've been playing quite a bit, it kind of throws off everything. Oh, look at, and right here, this guy in the corner, man, with the, I think he had the L car. Like, I mean, you can't really get mad at people for sitting in corners. It's frustrating when you get killed by somebody sitting in the corner, but if you play this game long enough, you know that it is times when you need to sit in the corner, because you know you got somebody coming from in front of you, got somebody coming behind you, and you really have nothing to do. You have to sit and wait and hope that the first one that comes around doesn't realize you there. You get the kill, and maybe you can pick up the second one. And I've sat in corners before, but not like that, not like camping corners. Like, I'll sit there, you know, to control that area, or because I know somebody's coming, you know, stuff like that, just to see what the floor of the map is. But I'm not gonna camp in a corner the whole match and like, oh wait, somebody's about to come through here. No, you know, that doesn't help me get better at the game. But anyways, guys, I just want to say thank y'all for, you know, checking out my videos. And if you will, please hit that like, that subscribe button, and hopefully, you know, the channel continue to grow. It's growing pretty good right now. But look at that, 84 and 21. Man, my back, my neck, and my back. Anyways, guys, see you next video. Later.